Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hey everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to episode 811 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, Marathon is transitioning its hardened Montana miners to a more sustainable source of power. HIVE has shared its March production figures, and BitDigital has revised its agreement with Compute North. Just before we get into the news today, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, to please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. All right, Marathon Digital Holdings, Inc., which trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol MARA, has announced its intention to transition its Bitcoin miners from the facility in Hardin, Montana, to new locations with more sustainable and non-carbon emitting sources of power. This follows an announcement from the company last year, which indicated its goal to make its mining operations 100% carbon neutral by the year end 2022. Fred Thiel, Marathon's chairman and CEO, explained, quote, "To achieve that goal, we have endeavored to ensure our miners are as sustainably powered as possible. With the majority of our fleet already scheduled to be deployed at renewable power facilities and deployments currently underway, we believe it is an appropriate time to transition our legacy operations away from fossil fuel generation and towards more sustainable sources of power. We will therefore be moving our miners from Hardin, Montana to new locations that are more in line with our current strategy of deploying behind the meter at sustainable power stations." End quote. HIVE Blockchain Technologies Limited, which trades on the NasDaq under the ticker HIVE, has shared the production figures from its global Bitcoin and Ethereum mining operations for the month of March 2022. Some highlights include the production of 278.6 Bitcoins, 2,459 Ether, 2.0 exahash of Bitcoin mining capacity, and 4.58 terahash of Ethereum mining capacity. That is, as of the start of March. Aidan Killick, the president and COO of HIVE, said, quote, "We continue to strive for operational excellence, ensuring that as we scale our hash rate as a company, we also optimize our uptime to ensure ideal Bitcoin and Ethereum output figures. We also would like to provide an update on the Bitcoin and Ethereum equivalency, where one can equate value of the coins produced daily. As such, the Ethereum that HIVE produced during the month of March equated daily is approximately equal to a monthly total of 168.8 Bitcoins, which we refer to as a Bitcoin equivalent or BTC equivalent. This is in addition to the 278.6 Bitcoin produced from our Bitcoin mining operations during March, for a total of 447.4 Bitcoin equivalent." End quote. Lastly, for today, BitDigital Inc., which trades on the NasDaq under the ticker BTBT, has announced a revised agreement with its hosting partner, Compute North LLC, wherein the term of a previous agreement is extended for an additional 5 years and provides for approximately 6.5 megawatts of hosting capacity for 2,000 miners. Additionally, the previously hosted equipment will be upgraded to new Bitmain Antminer S19J Pro miners. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss of investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and most audio platforms available.